DealBook is a manual aggregation where a staff of 4 people, not all full-time, read the web and post 40 items a day, plus or minus, to a blog with basically summaries and links. And it has an incredible following on Wall Street as a simple way to keep track of what's going on in the world. Technology was different. There are already lots of people doing that sort of thing, and we wanted to explore whether it was possible to use computers to substantially assist that process and leave the manpower here for original reporting and some other things. So we looked at some of the examples that were out there. Dig is on one side, which has voters. Google News uses all kinds of algorithms. TechMeme has become incredibly popular in the blogosphere. And both Google News and TechMeme and some others use as a methodology the stories that other people are linking to in their blogs are likely to be pretty interesting. And the blogosphere is quick enough, more or less, that you're not too slow that way. And so we looked at how we could, or I started to think about and talk to people about, could we incorporate that kind of functionality into the tech section? And it turned out, at 30 seconds after I had asked that question, that we actually owned a company that did that. The story of Blogrunner is sort of interesting. And Phlippe Lourier started Blogrunner as part of something called the Annotated Times. He took all of the articles that were in the Times and then created a page which had the links from the blogosphere where people were talking about the articles in the Times. And it was very interesting, but lawyers, like lawyers are, were preparing to sue him, and cooler heads prevailed, and rather than sue him, we bought him, and then promptly diverted him to some other very interesting tasks. But as we were starting to develop the tech section, he was getting back to trying to revive Blogrunner as a slightly broader aggregation of news on a bunch of topics. And he and the management at NYTD and the technology section agreed that we would use the technology section redesign as a proof of concept for how this possibly could work maybe in other sections as well. So Philippe has been working with us for almost a whole year on tuning the technology section of Blogrunner, and then some very, very talented people in the design area have been working to help figure out how to make the very complicated information that Blogrunner generates, fit easily and in a way that's easy to understand on the technology page and then all the other pages that are associated with it. This is an evolving technology and an evolving collaboration between man and machine. Right now, Blogrunner generates a list of the blogs that it is scanning, and editors can look at that and add and subtract to it. And we are developing a way for it to notice other blogs that it doesn't scan, but other bloggers are referring to, so we can see, aha, here's a new blog that's getting a lot of action, check a box and add that into the list. Obviously, manually, somebody sees something and sends it in. On an item-by-item basis, again, mostly right now, it's automated, as well it should be. But there is an ability for me or any of the other editors to add a post, to take off a post, to give a little bit of a boost to a post, to make it more prominent. The way Blogrunner is organized, there's a seed story and then a discussion around it. So a given story will be the first one listed, and the other ones on that topic are listed on a page, and so we have some ability to help pick which story is the seed. Right now, to be honest, again, it is mostly operating on an automatic basis, but there's a manual override, and we can keep an eye on it and make sure that it is as fast as it needs to be and is as coherent as it needs to be.